Of course, you know about Al Gore's inconvenient truth, but it goes so far and then it leaves you hanging, and we're trying to live the inconvenient solution. We're trying to put the roots in the grassroots.
Drive less. Check. Change all my light bulbs to be compact fluorescents. Check. Turn down my thermostat. Check. Compost all my food scraps and yard waste. Check. And eat food grown 1,500 miles from my table. Did you know that's the average distance food travels from a farm to your plate? Not brilliant for climate change. And it seems like the solution should be simple. You just eat food that was grown near where you live, right? I mean, people have done it for thousands of years. But how easy is it to do it today?
There's something different about the Dervais family home in Pasadena. The traditional green lawn has been replaced by a thriving organic garden.
We're blessed with Southern California weather, so we can grow almost all year round. So why not take advantage? They say the average salad travels 1,400 miles to get to the table. We chose to go a step backwards. Our salad travels 40 feet to our table, many steps backwards. Depending on the season, we would say we can get up to 80% of our vegetarian diet grown on our property in the summertime.
Farmers markets are the best way to get fresh fruits, vegetables, spices, breads, and even eggs.
Our farm is here to remind people of why we need to eat. We're creating beautiful, organically grown vegetables full of nutrition and giving back to the earth what it gives up. We haven't forgotten, and we want to make sure that others don't forget either.
And the fact that this stuff was picked within hours, you still get the fresh taste, the nutrient value, nothing's wasted, the flavors, the smells, the aromas, it's all quite enticing.
Delicious. There is nothing better than local organic fruit.
You can actually save more money than if you shop at a grocery store chain. Your environmental impact will go down, your health will go up, and instead of sending your money out to some corporate headquarters, it will stay in the community where it can do the most good for you. A little known fact is that most of the fruits and vegetables we consume in the United States is grown on unsustainable factory farms using petroleum-based fertilizers and pesticides before it is shipped hundreds, maybe thousands of miles before it ends up on our plates. This system is unhealthy for both our bodies and our economy because many of these chemicals are carcinogens, and the consumption of petroleum pollutes the environment while also leaving us dependent upon foreign oil reserves, which is one of the leading causes of international war.
The meat industry is a dangerous threat to our climate and overall a questionable industry. Cattle release greenhouse gases like CO2 and methane. In fact, the meat industry is responsible for 20% of all the world's greenhouse gas emissions, which means this industry pollutes more than the world's entire transport sector. 25% of Earth's total land is used to raise cattle, and 1/3 of all farm areas are used to grow food for this cattle.
Being vegetarian is right for me because morally,
I'm not contributing to the pain and suffering that animals reared for meat production have to go through. I'm saving a lot more money. I'm buying healthier foods that are organic, which people think are much more expensive, but it's much cheaper than buying meat. And you are worth it. I'm worth it. And I feel so much more healthier. I feel like my body's running more efficiently and that I'm sleeping better. I feel like I'm getting the right nutrients. And these are all the reasons I feel like vegetarianism is right for you.
Hello, I am Andrew Millison, and you are at my house on Dameron Drive in Prescott, Arizona. We call it the Ecohood. We're planting fruit trees, we're planting edible plants, we're harvesting rainwater, harvesting gray water to grow food. We're planting gardens, we're keeping chickens, right? We're raising eggs. We have our living machine we're building right now to purify polluted well water. You know, we're working together to develop simple technologies, low-tech, grassroots solutions to our global problems. In Prescott, we keep moving farther and farther out, buying more distant aquifers to feed the thirst of our city, where we have all the water we need falling on our roofs. This is my rainwater harvesting tank. I harvest the water off of the roof, it collects in this cistern, and then I have it for irrigation to water my plants and give to my animals. The biggest barriers are really human consciousness. You know, people's will to live in harmony with the earth. People just think that they can rack up this debt and just keep racking up a debt and borrowing and borrowing and borrowing and borrowing resources from future generations and never have to pay back. So if people understood that we need to pay back, we need to give back, and we need to have a balanced relationship with the planet, then we could all, working together, live in harmony and have a sustainable culture.
So the importance of a student is to ask questions and to continue to ask questions. You cannot take information and you take the news. You have to ask questions like, who has control? Okay? Who's in charge? Is there a monopoly? Because if you control the seeds, you control life, because food is life. So what do they want? What do you think those people are trying to help us? They want money, power. And it's our duty to resist.
It's the global ecological situation.